Hi, my name is Arlene Montfort, and I own Back Porch Produce, located in Pace, Florida. I have had this fruit stand right here for a little over 17 years. My favorite part of owning the stand is I get to meet so many people, and I didn't pick Pace. Pace kind of picked me. A lot of things was going on in my life before I met Voyage Church. Praise God. My house had burnt. I had found out from the IRS that I was considered deceased because somebody reported me and I would receive no stimulus checks. My car broke down, and so I was country song, and I was telling the Lord that. I said, Lord, I'm just a country song. And he said, yes, but you will end in amazing grace. About an hour after he told me my song would end in amazing grace, I became this beautiful woman, and her name was Shauna, and she had a little girl named Summer, and they invited me to Voyage, which I didn't come at first. Shauna came and seen me several times before I quit for the season. And when I opened back up the next spring, she was there on the second day. She was, I looked up and there was this beautiful blonde-haired young woman with a baby on her hip, and she was pregnant. But I recognized Summer as she ran up to me and said, we have missed you and we're so worried about you. That day, she came with reinforcements because I had people in from Jacksonville, and John was there, of course, and it was just awesome how loving they were. Now, Shauna came as often as she needed to come, and that was until she got me there. First time I ever walked through the school, it wasn't a school no more, it was a place of love, and everyone at Voyage Church greeted me as if they have always known me. All of them knew my name. I don't know how, but I felt at home right then. I actually felt like I was with my family. What has God done for my life since I went to Voyage? Well, that's a long time, and I want a long list, and I'm not going to take a lot of time telling you everything, but the most important thing is he brought me back into the fold. He allowed me to know that he had never left me or forsaken me, that he was there all the time, and that he had a place, and he had a purpose, and he had a ministry for me. I tell you, when Shauna came up to me and John came up to me to invite me, I thought they were really sweet young people, but I never thought that they could teach me what God has been trying to get through my head for all them years. So I would have to say that since I've been part of Voyage Church, I have learned to walk with God in a more intimate way. I have understood what God has been telling me as a child would understand what their father was telling them. And then, of course, they brought me JJ, and JJ has helped me with the true heart of the ministry here. So I want to thank him for that, because I've always wanted to be part of people knowing who Jesus really was or is, and I really wanted people to see what he could do. So my whole life has changed, and I'm home. I have a large family. God blessed me with 7 children, and I have one that lives 8 hours away, but I know that God's gonna bring her in too. And one by one, he has been bringing my family in. First Cassie, John, then came Emily, but Christy, then Nancy and John, Lauren, Kendall, Rosie. I think that's everybody. Oh, Emily and Macy, yeah. And then even the children I've adopted. So yeah, the word says that he promised me, and I've stood on this forever, that my whole household would be saved. And it is happening. I'm seeing it in real time. I just can't believe how good the Lord is.